What is up, guys? It's your boy Rehiram here today, and well, welcome to another fantastic deck video. Today we're going to talk about Rehiram deck, but not any Rehiram deck, not any ordinary Rehiram that we've already done so many times since Cosmic Eclipse. This is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be with a little bit of twist with some V cards, and definitely more interesting, but also using End's Resolve. So as you all know, Fabled Flare Bolt, it's 90 times, and if you discard the energy from your benched Pokemon, has to be fire or lightning type energy, you deal 90 damage. You can only discard 3. That is a top capacity, which is, you can do the math, 90, 180, 270, which is huge damage, nevertheless. But also got a Crossbreak GX, which is 2 fire, 2 lightning, and you're doing 170 to one of your benched Pokemon, one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. And if you have, well, if you use actually End's Resolve that turn, you're doing to 2, so you actually can snipe that bench if they do have Oricorio GX, and then a bam, 4 prize cards just like that. But of course we will be using some different strategies. As said, this is going to be a little bit different, it's going to be a little bit weird. This is going to be for those risk takers, so we will be also using bam, Heatran GX. So not only what we'll be doing is fuel our Rehiram with the End's Resolve, but once you switch it and you have Burning Road ability, well, actually you fuel this Burning Road because you can have 2 fighting and 1 lightning and attack with it, right? So what I'm going to try is to attack as fast as possible with Heatran GX as well. So we got another beautiful attacker at Hot Burn GX, amazing GX attack with 50 times each fire type energy. But on top of that, we will be also playing Reshizard, which is 1 copy, of course, here for an outrage for Flash Strike to hit those high numbers, sometimes thanks to the fire type energy that we have, but also we do have Victini to bring back the fire type energy, but also for energy burst. Then we do play as well a few different cards, which we're going to talk about as we're going to go card by card. So we do play only 10 Pokemons, 26 trainer cards, but 24 energy. What? Yes, I had to do it, sorry. We are playing a lot of that energy because of the End's Resolve, and this is the only way kind of you can hit constantly a lot of it and fuel your benched, beautiful benched Dragon type Pokemon, which mainly will be a Rehiram or 1 copy of that Turtonator. Especially the Turtonator is a great addition to this deck, 1 copy of course, because, well, no one really expects Explosive Jet to deal so much damage. And you can actually have Rehiram on your bench, this as an active and Explosive Jet, and just keep discarding from your benched Pokemon, which is great. But also, yeah, let's just go from left to right. So we are playing 2 Drampas over here, and those 2 Drampas with the Dragon Pulse, and those are 2 colorless. And of course we are discarding 2 top cards of our own deck, but it deals 80, and honestly as a single price attacker it's not that bad. For early game, for those early turns, even to just stall a bit, it's all fine, it's all good. Then we do have 1 Oranguru with the Primate Wisdom. Again, amazing Oranguru. You can change your card, one of your cards from your hand with the one that is on top. I'm gonna sneeze. No, oh, hopefully not. Then 2 copies of beautiful Rehiram. I'm gonna check if there's any card behind me. No, there's no card behind my camera, so don't worry. We got 1 copy of Turtonator, 2 copies of Heatran GX, 1 copy of Reshizard, and 1 copy of Victini V. That is it. Then we move on to those trainer cards, and they are quite interesting because we got 2 Cherish Balls. You see, like, no Quick Balls actually with this deck, and that's because we do want to hit those GX a little bit more than any other card. Then we of course got Crushing Ammo, 1 copy, that's not bad. 2 Fire Crystals, 2 Great Potions, 1 Pole Pad, 4 Pokegears 3.0 to get ourselves to the supposes that we need. We've got 1 Switch, 1 Giant Herf, 2 Power Plants, 1 Faba, 4 End's Resolve. We got 4 Welders, 1 Airballoon. Of course, Airballoon is gonna go on any of those modes to actually make them for free retreat, and 24 energy with a 20-to-4 ratio. That is it. I know it kind of sounds strange and sounds a bit weird, but let me tell you, once you're gonna start playing and once you're gonna move on to the gameplay portion, we'll see now that the deck is quite fun actually. So let's move on to the gameplay portion of the video and let's check this. Hey, we won a coin flip. There we go. Would you like to go first? Yes. Let's take a look what we can do. Alright, so that's 80. Because I'm taking a different route right now, and let's see, you know, so what I want to do is put lightning type energy over here, put my Drampa on the bench, and see what happens. Because I'm gonna have to pass the turn, right? So then I can just, you know, put fire type here, play welder. I hate those dudes on the bike. On bikes. Like, you can't go outside, mate. Like, why? Alright, don't play anything on the bench, and almost. But I do think also that with the new DCE, decks like Lost March can come back. Because that's what those decks were missing, right? They were missing that DCE, and they might come back. Was it here? Yeah, I mean... Do you remember when it first came out, Lost Thunder, until the team-up came out? Like, that was the period of time where it was the deck to play, and people were playing it like crazy, actually. Like, really, I've seen a ton of people just using that deck, playing it, you know, going with it. But how's it going, Josh? How are we doing today? I just stuffed it up. How do you... I mean, especially in Europe, you know, Josh. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Dang it. I'm not good with those. But I would like to, you know, play Lost March again. I remember still... Oh, no, like, Lost March was still last year's Internationals, Berlin. I still remember a conversation with the doctor, and people were still playing it last year at Internationals, and I remember Dr. Tryhard, a great friend, a great player from Germany, and he goes like, you know, with really explicit language that he faced another Lost March, and there was like only 4 players, by the way, which I think... He was so pissed off. Oh, it was great. Great times. So I'm just preparing the GX right now, but I don't think I'm gonna need a GX. Good times, good times. I'm going to trade off my Privilege Jirachi. I have 4 locked foil ones. Yeah, so if you have, you know, like 4 locked ones and like that, let's just go for it. That's what I would say. Okay, so yeah. I know I have power plant, so I'm just gonna go with cross break. Hey Danish, good morning, hello. How are we doing today? Good morning. How are you feeling? Okay, so I didn't... Yeah, okay, I discarded power plant. Oh well. Hope you're doing great, and I hope you're doing really good, and because I'm doing well. Yeah, so... We both... Think I just finished a duel of a human villager from... Nice! And you're not doing the time travel, right? You're not doing that. By the way, I've seen the art of Alex Gaskarf, like it. Looked really good. Come on, let me just knock out your Whimsy card, and we are all fine, mate. Like, just let me just knock it out. Just like... Oh, it's raining. Okay. Or is it snowing? No, it's raining. Okay. Wants to go one day forward, have felt my guilty sense. Probably to get a museum, right? Alright? Or a house. I'm like, come on, like that's why everyone is using it, you know, just to get the house or museum, one of two. Alright. So I can play energy from hand. Welder, alright. This has to be a good draw, come on. I mean... Well, was it a good draw? I think we can argue with that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coin flip, please. Goodbye and good night, that's what I'm talking about. Bam! Another game. Whew, I love when the next day comes around and it's satisfying to see the new stuff. Yeah, that's true. This like hurts my brain. Taking them 16. I mean, every single coin counts. Like, let's be clear, right? Especially, you know, those 2 weeks prior to the new set. Like, every single, you know, coin counts. Because it might be those 5 coins away from, you know, from another pack, or from you know, maybe the new theme deck, maybe something else. So you never know. You never know. Alright, I'm just... Okay, I think I'll switch to Pokemon Sword for a bit. Yeah, so by the way, Rema, do you need any help with your, hyper training? Hey, there we go. Many things combined, but, so wait, Christoph, because you wanted it, wait. Yeah, there you go, Christoph. Because I mean, like, again, if the video is up and I still have the deck, and, you know, like, right now, like, here's someone else, like, hey, you know, maybe you've got the deck list, you know, sure. I'm like, yeah, you know, just like, there to Chris, like, yeah, there you go, right. You have it on, I just DM'd you that. Plus, I don't want people to just copy the list and be like, oh, dude, like, it's not working, where I try to explain different things and like why the certain card is that. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. So like that's the thing, because that was a problem with like few like before, you know, before New Year's Eve, like people were like, oh, you know, I have this deck, but it's not working anymore. It's like, oh, it's just bad. And they explain the situation in the comment, and I'm like, that's literally opposite to what I said in the video. And like Michael was like, did you watch? No, I just copied the list. I was like, okay, right. I mean, you can copy the list from like Limitless, whatever. I do that as well, like we're doing like this top decks, but first, I watch like how the person actually did that on stream, how they play it, their nitpicks. I learned the deck because you have to learn the brand new deck, and you're gonna go through the phase of, oh, certain things are not gonna work. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. And Crystal, let me know, because you have it on Discord, right? Yeah, I've sent you. Alrighty, right, let's go. Bam. Well, that's a bummer. A big one. A big bummer. Oh, that free info. Nah, like I'm saying, it's always good to ask, right? But you should always ask. I mean, I ask, as well, but sometimes when you have the video, right, and when someone claims like that, you're like, I've watched everything, and they tell the situation exactly how you describe it in the video, and just do the opposite thing, you're like... But you know me, like, I'm always happy to explain. I will always explain. I will always get into details. I'll try my best. But it's kind of like, with the brand, where there's so many brand new players. I've done it in the past 3 weeks, almost every day 5 times. That it was like, okay, as you suggested, it was a time to get a guide, right? That you can just. It will help everyone. It will make everyone's life a lot easier. So yeah. Alright, power plant. Yep. Exactly. If you're wondering, what are the tag teams, like what you should choose, what mistakes you should not make, because this is literally hour of May. I know it's a long video. It's an hour of May talking almost non-stop, just getting my new account and going on a brand new account from first launch of the game to the standard deck. And if that takes me an hour of non-stop talking, you can imagine what would happen on stream with, again, showing this. And yeah. Okay. Flash strike, knockout. Yeah, like mine as well. Definitely, like, on top is always look what stadium is in play. Always. Because 90% of the time that is a power plant and you want to drop that Dedenne. That is like... Or just looking at, your hand and be like, okay, so first I want to play Dedenne, but then I will not be able to play a power plant. But if I'm going to play power plant, well, I can't go with that Dedenne. And much of the time you just go drop power plant and Dedenne and go like, oh. Ooh, oh, ooh. Yeah. Like, that's my story. I've even done that during the challenge that I came up second. Like, League Challenge was 2 months ago. And I dropped my own power plant. And I was thinking. And I went into such a tank that I forgot that I actually put that power plant. And it's like on the record. And I played a Dene. Because I was the last card in my hand. I reached for the deck and, of course, opponent stops me. Like, hey, stop, But, like, that... that happens. That happens to everyone, And I mean, you know, it happens to all of us. And everyone who says that they never played the Dene on when there was a power plant, you already know they're lying. Like, there's no person that never done that. Even if they don't own the Dene, they mentally done that. Everyone done that. Online IRL, in dreams, outside of dreams, it was done. No, I like the good laugh. Is Jirachi Prism card bad? Yeah, you might say that. Like, Jirachi Prism is not being used. Let's put it like that. The Jirachi that you want to use, there are two. Three, actually. Well, it depends on the Prism. Yeah, Fire-type Prism? Because it depends, because there are a few. Metal-type or Fire-type Prism card. Because it depends, you have to specify, because there's so many Jirachis. Because, like, Jirachi Victory Sign is a Fire-type, a really good one. Jirachi Team Up Stellar Wish, really good one. Jirachi Prism Fire-type, that brings back the energy from your discard pile, a really good one. Metal-type Jirachi Prism, well, not necessarily a good one. And there you have it, the Reshiram deck. And if you're enjoying what I'm doing right here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like that, for more decks. Tomorrow we will have a Slaking deck, which I think is, well, he needs this last hurrah before the new set is going to be released. And of course, down there we'll have a 5% discount, and you could do purchase on Professor Oak. So yeah, you can use it, support the channel. Thank you guys so much. See you guys live on Twitch. It's Rehiram Zekrom. Goodbye, mwah, and good night.